Hey friends, I'm back with another video. It's going to be another Rogue Adventures with Dabria and Dildaf. Also included is Daizy, the Drunken Ranger, and Vanyah the Bard. So we're going to the Gulf of Gunthak. As you can see here, we're in POK. This is the evil side, and all the way in the corner here is the Gulf of Gunthak Stone. The Crypt of Nadox won the poll by a slim margin. I'm kind of glad that Crypt of Nadox won the poll because I don't love going to Velks, and mostly because of, the three boxing. I guess I could have tried doing it solo with just Dabria and Dildaf, the mercenary. But as we saw when we went to Howling Stones, sometimes just having the rogue and the warrior without a healer could get kind of rough. And so to avoid needless death, it's nice to have a couple of extra characters, one of them packing a cleric mercenary. And that's what we're doing. We're packing the extra characters here again because I think Crypt of Nadox is going to be manageable, but there's a few things here and there that can be tricky, and I'm going to try to make my way to those tricky places so that at least having the extra characters will be, justified. Because if you see me just mow through everything, there's not as much excitement in that, And it looks like Invis possibly dropped or something. It could be that the Bard is hung up somewhere. I don't know. Okay, looks like whatever it is dead now. Sometimes things happen with bards. I just want to make sure everybody here is following and we don't have any more problems. And it looks like we're all clear to keep going. Yep. And I don't know why there was that little bit of lag with the damn song where it faded. It really shouldn't, because my bard has a decent drum and it should have a pretty good range, and they should be able to follow because everybody's got the exact same buff. It's why I'm not using mounts on any of the characters at the moment, because if everybody is just running with the bard's run speed buff, the cellos, then there shouldn't be any problem. But sometimes there's problems anyway. Just when you think it's safe, to have the travel song, Cello's Song of Travel, stupid things happen. So far we're good. Nothing scary yet. Just some light blue and green con troll mobs. So this was released, these zones were released during the whole Legacy of Yakisha or Yakesha. How do you pronounce it? Feel free to leave a pronunciation key in the comments below of how you pronounce Legacy of Yakisha. Yakisha, Yakesha. You say it one way, I say it the other. And I was, going to these zones pretty often back in the day. The only thing I didn't like was having to run through those caves on the way to get here, because it was always you would get a lot of aggro from things that wouldn't necessarily give you XP. I mean, I love fighting anything dark blue and up. When you start getting chased by a bunch of gray and green mobs who if you kill, you don't get any XP, it's just a waste of time. And I hated that. And Invis would always drop, and so it's kind of frustrating. But we're here. We made it. And so these first few mobs aren't impressive. They're only level 48. And we are level 57. But that's okay. Is the cloister a named? Yes, it's a rare creature. So one of the named is up, or one of the rare ones is up. I'm going to make sure I set auto follow up for everybody. And maybe we'll make sure to cast our damage shields on both Dabria and Dildaf, because they usually get the most aggro. Let's make sure the Bard has equipped 2 weapons, and we'll turn on... Oh, wait, before we turn on the Bard's song, let's have the Bard do the poison, so they do a little extra damage. And what songs, if you're curious about the bard, what songs they're playing, I have melody 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very simple. So what is that? It's cellos, chords of cessation. I think cessation. Feel free to tell me how to pronounce it in the comments below. It's a collection of chords that binds nearby enemies in magical chords, slowing their attack and causing them damage. So this is a snare dot. I believe it's an AoE, like area effect snare dot. Here is something that it provides haste for the group. This one is, I think, health and mana regen. Oh, and stamina. Nice. And then we have the fourth one, powerful battle cry, causes your group to attack with enhanced speed. This increase is cumulative with most other effects. So it's an additional haste on top of the other one, which can stack with the other one. So it should be pretty quick attacks. Make sure I got the poison on the rogue. Yes. Make sure the ranger has their procky buff activated. And they also have poison. Very nice. And that's it. We're going to start attacking. Going to pull with some javelins. Going to set myself as puller. That way the mercenaries don't all go jumping in half cocked. I want them to be fully cocked before they jump in. Ha ha ha. And we're going to just, start killing our way through this place. We're going to pull this this named Blackhand Guardian. Some of these guys used to scare the crap out of me back in the day, just because, I mean, they look pretty mean, but fortunately I'm a higher level, so we'll start getting worried once we get in further. Okay, what the heck is going on here? Oh, so the bard is not auto-following. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, the bard can track us, so can the ranger. So you see there are some dark blues here. Make sure I auto-follow. And so what does the named drop? It drops this ring. It's a dark water pearl ring. And it's nothing great. It's just 5 AC, 25 hit points, 25 mana, 25 endurance, 4 save versus magic, fire, cold, and 1 hit point regen. Ooh, nothing amazing. And it's, it's limited. It can only be really used by melee types, no casters. So I'm not going to waste too much time with these. I'm going to just kill what's in my way. That way I don't have to worry about going invisible or anything, and invisible dropping, and then getting mobbed by a bunch of light blues to my embarrassment, but things will get harder as we get in further. At least I hope so. When we get to the Lugalds, I'm pretty sure those guys are going to be 50 plus, and they kind of look like Kaminoans or just fish people in general. These guys are dark blue, so let's pull them, although I don't think they're gonna have anything good on them. They're just plain old regular Joes or trolls or whatever. Oh, my poison's already gone, so let's take some more. Do I want to snare them or slow them? I mean, they're already getting slowed. Maybe it'll stack the slow with the bards. I don't know if it will or not. Some of the loot that drops here, there's like these weapons, Zaxthril forged mace, and other Zaxthril forged type weapons. They got a few little stats on them. They're not really impressive though. I guess you could hand one to a noob, and it might be better than their dull sword, their little toy short sword they get when they start. But there's much better to give a noob, like Combine Acrylia weapons or something, or even like the Black Acrylia weapon, or not the Black Acrylia, the Blackened Acrylia. I think that's the one that drops off of the Gremlings, right? It's funny. He's like, So it looks like some rogue poison things for level 55 drop here. So that's cool. If you need to come here to, you know, collect some rogue poison stuff. Furious Blackhand. Some of these guys are weird, like you'll kill a Furious Blackhand and there's a chance that like some sort of captain or lieutenant spawns in its place. Like as soon as it dies, from its corpse will spawn like some Blackhand lieutenant or something. He's like a rare, kind of like a rare named Rotting Gold Tooth. I think those are worth like some gold or maybe plat. I don't remember. I'm kind of hoping that a Furious Backhand or Lieutenant or whatever will spawn from one of these. Oh, here's one of the other things. Zacthril Forged Axe. Again, nothing great. There's, I think this is is this a ring or a augmentation? Okay, it's an aug. Be decent for a caster, I guess. Required level 50. Guess let's send it to the bard because it's got a little intelligence on it. And these weapons, the only reason I'm looting them is I think you could sell them to a merchant for like 5 plat. Similar to like fine steel, you know? I used to like how some of the weapons looked too, because they looked a little different than others, you know? So any change is usually welcomed. Oh, this guy's dark blue. So see, we're already getting into more challenging territory. Dabria is 57, so anything over 55 is probably pretty good. Gonna be decent XP, but we want to get up higher where we're fighting stuff that's yellow, or maybe even red, possibly. I find some level 60 stuff. These drop too, these shields. They're nothing special. They look kind of unique, you know, not like the old bucklers. But I think you only get like a platform, and so you could always leave those behind. I started leaving them behind just because I'd rather get another weapon that's worth 5 plat rather than the 1 plat shield, you know. There's Dildaf over there doing a good job of taunting while the twins are over here slapping him. Oh, look! We got Intricate, Defiant, Silk Cap. Too bad I don't have any stinking intelligence casters on this team, but I've got some alts that'll be happy to use it, so that's fine. That's fine. I'll just send it to one of my alts. Oh, I got stunned. There we go. Hate getting stunned. I wonder if rogues ever get some sort of immunization to stun, maybe at a higher level with AAs or something. That'd be cool. Even though we're always mostly behind the mob. Zacthril Forged Cutlass. We got more rogue stuff. Wilted Oleander for level 55. Poison making. So it seems like this could be a good place to go if you're crafting poisons. I could keep going this way. I don't think there's going to be anything really here. Oh, if you keep going like all the way up there, I think there's like a trapdoor that leads you to this other room. But I don't want to go there. I want to go where the stuff is going to be more challenging and maybe drop some sweet loot. So I think I got to go this way. Let's take a look at the map here. Yes, we want to go this way. I think over here, we're going to kill them, and then we're going to take a left, I believe, and we'll start getting into the cave areas. I'm kind of tempted to just pull both of these because they haven't really been much of a challenge so far. So let's just sling a javelin and see what comes. Looks like one of them is a shaman. Oh, the bard's not playing the music anymore. I think that's an aug that dropped. Oh, I think I'm gonna start leaving these stupid gold teeth behind too. I don't really remember it being worth much. Oh no, this is the entrance. This is the one that takes you to that weird room. It's like a weird ceremony room or something where they're, I don't know, doing some kind of ritual, like playing with each other's ding-dongs or something. I don't know. I just know it's ridiculous. A bunch of weird trolls having a pickle party or something. You know, get it? Because, you know, they're green. You know, instead of sausage party, pickle. I give up. Just checking, conning stuff over here. I think they're all mostly light blue, so we're gonna go out here where the challenges await. At least I hope they do. I remember it being harder out here. Get him, Dildaf. Whip his ass. Oh, there's another one. I don't know much about the picks, like what their value is. The ratio isn't as bad as the other ones. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll be worth like 5 plat or something. Well, I guess we'll loot it. These guys are not worth much to kill. These guys are all light blue. Light blue, light blue. Okay, we're gonna go across the bridge over here. Oh, what about these guardians? No, they're all light blue too. Ooh, rare creature. Hey, I found a named pig. An exhausted blood tusk. Let's get him, guys. Oh, you know what would help? If I took Puller off, because all the other guys were lagging behind. Yeah, don't forget that. Don't forget like your settings. Like you'll end up getting mad at your mercenary because they didn't show up to help you. What is this? Sun shard ore, that's all? I mean, shouldn't he have dropped something else? It's a rare named. Or was he like pickpocketed? I mean, Dabria sure as hell didn't get anything from it. Let's take a look though, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, nothing. And this is what I had earlier. 10 AC, 30 hit points. That's not a bad AUG. I guess let's see where we could put it. Let's put it in one of these rings. There we go. Now the ring gives me 31 AC and 411 hit points. So yeah, that was pitiful. Nothing dropping off of the named pig. I wonder why some of my mercenaries are floating. It's probably, oh, I think I know. I think they've got Spirit of Eagle. Yes, Flight of the Eagles. Okay. There's a druid buff. Yeah, I don't really like them floating, but that's fine. Not gonna get stupid about it. There we go, Lugalds. Level 53, and I'm sure they're gonna be even tougher as I go in further. Just squash this light blue first. Oh my god, he fell quick. That's because that's when poison starts proccing. You know, that's proccing when they drop like that fast. Lugald had like no loot at all. I think there's some named Lugald in here somewhere. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been down here. So it's kind of like a nostalgia run for me. And the Gandalf moment, like, I have no memory of this place. You know, if you saw Lord of the Rings where he was kind of lost in Moria for a second. And he's like, oh, it's this way. It's like, oh, you remembered. It's like, no, but the air doesn't smell as foul down here. When in doubt, follow your nose. It's like a Toucan Sam saying right there. It's like, all right, Gandalf, or Toucan Sam. Who remembers Toucan Sam? He was the cereal mascot for Fruit Loops. Man, I'm telling on myself, like, dude, you're old. I don't even know if they still use cereal mascots. Like, they might still have the picture on the box of whatever it is, but I don't remember seeing any commercials with any of those cartoon mascots in a long time. Maybe it's because I don't ever watch commercials anymore. Why? Because I pay for the premium Hulu that's ad-free, and I don't watch regular TV anymore. It's like, tell me in the comments below how many of you still watch regular network television, and if you sit through the commercials, or, you know, do you like TiVo the thing, or like record it somehow and play it back and then just skip the commercials, or do you, you know, leave to use the bathroom and get snacks during the commercials? Let me know. I'd like to hear the story. With me, I just lost patience with commercials. Ooh, soaked crewman. Is he? Oh, he's just light blue. But let's kill him anyway, because I don't like his face and he's all gross and soaked. And he's dripping all over the carpet. my eyes are right up in that undead troll butt crack. I'm gonna be a little disappointed and sad if I don't see some things that are conning a little higher to this group here. Because as it is now, Dabria probably could have soloed the stuff. Well, Dabria with Dildaf, you know. I guess it's nice that I'm not in danger of getting killed. And there's a lot of ore and stuff and all kinds of nice little trade skill things dropping here. Again, you know, don't have to worry about really, oh no, there's an ad. That's okay. We'll kill them both and quick enough. There was a time where, yeah, I don't remember if I came here with Fez. I remember I had, like on the old server that I played a lot, I had 2 Fezes. One was Fezzlewig, which was the gnome mage. Oh, he's dark blue. And one was Fezzlewick. It's just same as Fezzlewig, but spelled with a Q at the end. And he was an enchanter. And so, you know, one would slow and pacify everything, and then Fezzlewig would do most of the damage with the pet and the nukes. And it made for a great team. And I played a lot of content solo with just those 2 characters. And I remember coming through here with them and always trying to be super careful because I'm like, I don't have a healer. You know, this was before we had the nice healing potions that we have now. And I would just have to count on normal regen. And I didn't really have like a bunch of regen items. So I think what I did was, for the enchanter, I used the troll illusion spell, because if you remember old Everquest, before they nerfed it and took it away, the troll illusion, and maybe even the Ixar illusion too, I'm not sure, gave you a 1 point regen, you know, same as the troll had and the Ixar had. But for some reason, at some point, they got rid of all the additional benefits to all the enchanter illusions. So that means no more regen on troll illusion. That also means no run speed buff on scaled wolf form. Oh, look at this. There's like 2 of these things. Oh, so I guess everybody gets one of these Augs now. Because, yeah, there was one that dropped earlier, and now those dropped. So everybody's got one of those stupid Augs. I guess they're common. I wonder if there's any secret doors here. And just cheat and look at the map. Nope, doesn't look like it. I remember kind of thinking these guys looked neat back in the day. It was just, you know, like a whole new race that they introduced, even though they weren't playable. It'd be weird if they like make EverQuest 3 and make more races playable. Like, what if you could be a goblin or a gnoll or an orc and join the groups and stuff? Then you could be like a Lugald or a what was it? The Sarnak. Sarnak were just a lot like Ixar. So I don't know if they stood out enough. Didn't we have Sarnak in EverQuest 2, where you can play them as a playable race? And then they also added fairies in EverQuest 2. I actually made a fairy character on EQ2 for a little while. I thought it'd be interesting to try. You know, it's fun for a minute, but I never really loved the gameplay mechanics on EQ2. I didn't like the you know, how you had to be, for one, just grouped with anybody to be able to buff other people that weren't in your group and stuff. The buying and selling was interesting. The crafting thing was kind of, I don't know if it was worse or better. It was a combination of both. I had mixed feelings. I guess what they were trying to do was make crafting more fun, but I think in the end it just became more tedious because it, you know, it's kind of repetitive. You're doing all these little moves and stuff, and what if your crafting skill is making food? So every little rat sandwich you make or whatever, you have to go through this whole big to-do just to make your sandwich. And it just, I don't know, it seemed a little excessive sometimes. I mean, I'm all for having, like, you know, you could sometimes fail and you end up with just hot garbage in your hands and you gotta maybe recycle the stuff or just throw it away and start again. Or you'll just lose your components like in regular EQ. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. It's kind of weird. So far, nothing great going on. But so instead, what we're going to do is just try to admire some of the look of the place. I mean, I think these things up here are supposed to be like pipes. Kind of weird though, because it looks wood. But I guess you could have like hollowed out logs being pipes. Because see, they're like, there's like steam coming up from there. And so I guess it would make sense that it would rise. And maybe this is like their version of a boiler room. And these guys are just like maintenance guys. And they're working on the boiler because they're heating the facility. I don't know. What kind of facility is it? I know that there's a zone right near here called something mines. So maybe they're all miners. Not in the sense of them being underage, but you know, they dig for stuff. Because yeah, I don't want to feel guilty thinking I'm killing all these guys and they're all underage. No, I think they dig for stuff. Yeah, angry miners. You all remember Galaxy Quest, right? I'm sure. Good movie. Good times. So, gonna try to find a more, like, harder. A more challenging part of the zone. I'm not gonna stay too long in one place if it's just barely challenging and stuff, you know? Because that doesn't make for a fun video. Ooh, but I'm getting some loot here. What is this? It's an earring for 24 AC, 75 hit points, 70 mana, 70 endurance. Then 10 strength and 7 to the rest of the stats and some saves. This used to be a pretty good earring, I guess, at one time. Of course, it's for melee classes, not for casters. I'm sure casters could have used that. Some defiant leather. Probably could have left that earring on the corpse because I don't think it's going to have any value at all to anyone. There is so much better out there now. I don't know if I brought up some of my weapons that I got. I've been able to start using. I got the Gomdorig. I think I scored that with Fez. I have a fabled short sword of Yakesha. Tomato. Which, yeah, is level 50 to 55, so I even have a little AUG in it. So, yeah. What do we have here? Flawed Defiant Leather Gloves. Isn't that like the second pair of flawed leather I found? Have other weapons, too. I have a Fabled Serrated Bone Dirk, but I barely use it because the ratio is so piss poor. 0.518. Meanwhile, the Gomdorig is 0.608. So it's better. It's a better piercer. And so it doesn't make sense to really use it. Oh, remember this? Embalmer's skinning knife. I just keep it on Dabria in case she ever needs bandages because it procs bandages. So you could summon bandages by stabbing monsters. And then use them, you know, to heal yourself a little bit. I had like a cool sword too. Okay, the Obtenebrate sword, which the ratio is not great, but it does Dooming Darkness. So I use this on the offhand, and then the Fabled Bone Dirk or whatever it is in the main, if I just need to snare stuff, if I want to try to like fear kite something using intimidation, which never works when you want it to, let's face it. But if I want to practice the intimidation skill alone without the ranger here to snare stuff, you know, I can try to do that and pray that the dagger or the sword procs, right? Ooh, this is going down. I think that means that the stuff down here is going to be higher level. Yes, level 54. Okay, I found it. I knew there were places here where it got challenging. let's just throw caution to the wind and sling a javelin. I might get 2 of these. Okay, yeah, 2. And I think I can handle 2. What the hell? Oh, that was Dildaf right there. That was weird. Why do we have 3 now? Dildaf, what are you doing? I have you set to assist, not aggressive. Why are you acting like such a douche? He's just pulling more stuff. Zombie skin. I always save the zombie skin because it could be used for making poison vials. Although, I probably have stacks of this stuff on several different characters. And I just haven't gotten around to actually making the poison vials. So I just remember when I played EverQuest back in the day, you know, before I was higher level and had actual money in the game, I always thought that the poison vials were so expensive because weren't they like a cup, like 4 plat each or something? I don't know. Which is almost nothing now. Maybe they were even less, like 1 plat each. I don't know. But I was always kind of cheap, you know? And I thought, well, I can make them my own. And zombie skin was one of the easiest things to collect because it's stacked compared to a lot of the other pelts to make the poison vials. So yeah, I guess if you're on a progression server and you're playing a rogue and you need cheap poison vials, you can loot some zombie skins. This guy is 56. Oh, they're getting higher level. Nice, nice, nice. Might actually see some white cons or some yellow cons here. This is when they started making undead look actually sort of creepier, you know? I mean, look at that thing. It is just ghastly. Undead troll. Water-torn crewman. Hey, look! A level 58. War-torn spirit. Finally, we've got a more challenging guy here. Ooh, there's a shady merchant on tracking. I wonder if that's something you can fight and kill, or if it's just some NPC selling stuff. It'd be kind of cool if it was something we could fight and kill, like some kind of rare something or other. Let me check the map and make sure there isn't anything. Oh, it looks like there's some name to that spawn here sometimes. Yeah, like right here, but he's not there yet now. Might have to stay in this room for a minute, see if any named spawn. Another AUG with 10 AC, 30 hit points. Send it to Daizy. Oh, that's going back up. We don't want to go back up. We want to stay where it's more challenging. Oh, we can actually go down further. All right, let's go down further. Probably going to get 2 right here. They're so close together. I don't feel like doing the pacify. So I'm sure either the ranger or the bard could pacify these guys. I'm always like staring up at their butt. Look, his butthole is just looming over me. Please don't fart, dude. I really don't want to smell like rotten, undead, intestine troll. Like whatever the troll might have eaten. Imagine if video games could add sense of smell. Like if there was a little sort of thing. I mean, I don't know if you'd have to stick it up your nose or something. But it could simulate smells, and then just, you know, you can smell the undead or the rot and decay. That would, I don't know if I would want to do that. Maybe I would do it like once, and once I like had the experience, I'd be like, okay, never again, never again. Just because, I mean, you're this close to something that's like undead, rotting and decaying right before your eyes. It's been probably underwater because it looks like it's been like dead underwater and it crawled out or whatever. Ooh, there's another war-torn mercenary. We'll try to kill the blue one first, I guess. It'll be easier. Anyway, the cleric is doing a wonderful job at keeping us alive anyway, so... Oh wow, proc and poison 2k. I think Dabria was the one that leveled up actually. Yeah, level 58, man. Nice. Oh, you know what? I think Dildaf has some AA points. Yeah, 7. Oh, but those are spent. He doesn't have any available. Okay. As far as Dabria goes, she's got 7. I don't know what I would put them under. Like, I don't even know if I've practiced poison making, because normally I do poison making for her. So what is down here? It looks like we're getting by the water. Just trying to consider some of these guys and see what's what. Ooh, there's the shady merchant. He's level 70, but it says indifferent. You there. You look like you could use a bit of work. You're interested in something you might find very lucrative. Sure, give me some work. I'm just reading this thing. Stinking pirates are thinking of shipping off again to resume their raiding of Fador and Antonica. Okay. Am I willing to help? Yeah, sure, whatever, man. Hates Fury. I got a bunch of Hates Fury missions. Oh, I guess I can choose? Now, are these like raids or are these just missions? And are they timed? Why can't I like review the rewards? You know what? I'm going to pass right now because I have no idea. And if it's something that's timed, I'm not going to have all the time to do it. So here's another weird ass waterlogged or drenched crewman. What did I just get? It went da 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 da. I guess that was from an AA point. So the level on these guys went down again. These are just 50. I was kind of hoping that they would keep going up the deeper I went. Oh look, it looks like I can go up that way, up that ramp looking thing. So let's try that. We'll try to go up that way. I've never actually been at this part of the zone, guys. So some of this is actually new to me now. Because I don't know. There were parts of the zone where I found they were good enough. You know, everything was blue to me. So I just stayed there and got XP wherever I was. So this guy's 54 at least. Decent XP. Soaked crewman. It'd be neat if there was like some like soaked underwater undead dragon thing or something. I don't know. Rotting seafarer, drenched crewman. I've never been to that dock thing. So that's kind of cool. How about you guys? How many of you have been this far in the Crypt of Nadox zone? Or were you like me where, you know, you found just the main level and you kind of hung out there? I hope I'm not making too much noise. Sometimes my arm will bounce off the mic, but I'd still rather have it here where it's kind of in the way a little bit because the sound is so much better than when it was just sitting on my desk. Corroded pick hilt. I don't know what this is for. I'm assuming it's for a quest, but since I don't know what it's for and I don't want to look it up right now, I'm going to leave it on the body. I think they did some cool work with some of these just because they look so different and they've even got like tattoos on them and stuff. For sure what I would picture if I saw, you know, or if I thought I would come across a troll pirate. I kind of wonder if the whole theme behind Legacy of Yakisha was sort of inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean, because I'm wondering, when did the first Pirates movies come out? You know, with Jack Sparrow and all that stuff, and was that movie possibly able to influence some video games and culture that might not have otherwise had pirate type themes, you know? It's a theory, a game theory. Sorry, that's not my line. I'm not trying to steal any lines. Just, I repeat quotes sometimes and out loud when they seem to be fitting to the current situation. Although, I don't think there's actually a station or a channel out there that says that. I think they say something, that's the food theory channel, isn't it? And they say, it's a theory, a food theory. I don't think there's one that says it's just a game theory. I don't know. Man, I don't know nothing, do I? Oh, I gotta rebuff the Rangers proccing stuff. So we're going up into this ship, I guess. Oh crap, I just crossed over into a different zone. Oh, it's called Hate's Fury. Should I go to Hate's Fury, guys? I mean, I know I said just Crypt of Nadox, but it's been a little bit uneventful. So I guess we could see if Hate's Fury isn't all reds to us. We can try it. Okay, so the first one that I see is just dark blue. Oh crap. So it was just Dabria that zoned in, so now I gotta wait for the other two. Awesome. Well, these guys are for sure of a higher level. Well, and I kept my promise. I mean, I did do Crypt of Nadox, but maybe I could do a little bit of Hate's Fury too, especially since it might be a little more fun to watch, because it seems like it might be a little more challenging. A stowaway rat. Why is the rat scowls ready to attack? I'm not food, rat. I'm people. So we're gonna have to kill you because I don't want you sneaking up on us and biting us in the anus. Look at what a good job Dildaf does. Best tank ever. I don't think I've ever had a real problem with Dildaf. Oh, wait, no, I did. There was the one time where I was really disappointed when Dildaf let me die in Runny Eye. And that wasn't meant to rhyme, but it did. You remember that, Dildaf? Remember when you kind of just quietly stepped away like a Gen Zer doing that quiet quitting, and you thought, yeah, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk on over here and let you get your ass beat because this is just too many goblins. It was a lot of goblins, honestly, and I'm guessing that's why I did it, but still no excuse. You were supposed to be the tank. You were supposed to be the one that gets all the beatings, but no, you stepped away. You didn't want to fight. And you let me die, and that was not okay. Let's see, we got more rogue stuff, and we got a diamond, and we got a Lugal dagger, which is just 520. I think I used to save a few of these for pet weapons because they seem to have like a better ratio. Oh, I've already got too much stuff on me. Like a better ratio than a lot of the other summoned weapons. Large brick of unrefined ore. Okay, I'm going to leave that behind. A snail shell. I'm going to leave that, throw that away. I'm going to delete this rotten tooth. Just making a little bit of room because it's all these damn javelins. Too many javelins. Oops, all javelins. All right, so I made a little more room. I don't need these. Some augs from Lost Dungeons. They just give 6 Saver's magic. Cave lotus petals. I don't think that's going to be worth much of anything. What's this? Just some stupid ring. I could just start putting inventory on the other characters too. But I like looting things. It's part of the fun. Ooh, what's this? Worn belt buckle. Is that for a quest? I'll send it to Daizy. In fact, maybe I'll just start sending everything to Daizy. She's got some bags to loot stuff. Get this evoker over here. Stab him in the butt. I think I'm gonna drink one of these haste potions because I don't know if I'm getting much haste from the bard half the time. Sometimes it just seems to not be working. Or maybe it's because it's up in this window and I'm looking here. I'm hoping the rat doesn't attack because I don't really want to mess with it. Of course, it attacked. Stupid freaking rat. What the hell? You know? Piece of crap rat. Rat, you're a douchebag. It's actually dark blue too. It's a higher level than some of these undead pirate things. Broken Skull Mystic. So I'm trying to think about stuff to talk about during the video. And I think maybe I'm just a little tired because I've been working so hard lately to make up for... I took too many days off last week, and now I'm trying to play catch up a little bit on my bills. There's all kinds of weird looking mobs up here. And of course, what do I get? A stowaway rat. Aggro. Damn you rats. I think what I'll do is I'll empty out this room and then we'll call the video done. And hopefully I'll have some stuff to chat about while I do that. I think I brought up that I bought an extractor. Like, you know, the carpet cleaner thingy to clean my car. But I still haven't cleaned the car with it. I did test it out on my carpet in my apartment. And it did a decent job. It's not amazing, but it's not like a professional piece of equipment. It's just decent. Image of Inarok. Okay. Doesn't have stats or anything. What's the point of it? It's silly. I mean, I guess I'll loot it on Daizy and later can see if it was worth anything if I try to sell it. Lugald Priest. Come here, priest. Fantasy game priests are definitely different than real priests. I mean, for one, they actually have powers and can actually do miracles like heal you or smite you. I wouldn't even want to imagine what life would be like if priests in real life had any kind of real power, like magic power. Ooh, there's like more undead down below. That's interesting. Reanimated deckhand. This is very much like Pirates of the Caribbean vibes because it's pirates. We're on a boat. Some of these troll pirates are undead, like zombies and stuff. I really want to say that this was possibly inspired from those movies, the pirate movies, starring Mr. Depp and Orlando Bloom. And I forgot what the chick's name was. Was it Keira Knightley that was in that one? Or was it one of the other chicks? I forget. Some of the Hollywood chicks look similar too. Like I think, is it Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman that kind of look alike? I forget. So hopefully, I can't imagine either one of them ever seeing my videos to where they could possibly get offended. How could you say I look like her? It's like, well, you do. You guys are like dead ringers for each other. At least if I'm thinking of the right people, I could be wrong. I could be thinking of very different actresses. I don't have the best facial recognition software in my brain. You know, a lot of times I think, you know, it'd be cool if I met some celebrity, like celebrities that I think are really cool, or maybe, you know, my celebrity crush, because everybody has a celebrity crush. And but then I'm like, you know, I could meet face to face with them or meet them, and like they could be working somewhere or whatever. Maybe they're just doing it to study a role. I don't know. And I could be looking face to face at them and not realize that that's them. So I'm just, you know, just saying. I think I would fail to recognize them. Like for all I know, I might have had one, like some kind of celebrity in my car. You know, because I drive people to and from the airport in my city a lot. And who's to say that one of them wasn't, you know, sort of famous? Like even like a B-lister or something. I don't know. But yeah, if you heard those dings, it sounded like some of my other guys leveled up too. Probably both the Ranger. Yeah, Ranger leveled up. And also the Bard. Yay! Everybody got a level on this one. Pretty sweet. I guess I'll pull this one over here. Have any of you ever met a celebrity? And if so, did you recognize them right away? Or did, you know, somebody kind of help you with it? Like maybe someone you were with? Or maybe the celebrity themselves said, you know, something to where it was like a hint and it helped you to recognize them. Because, yeah, with me, I don't think I ever met anybody. Like I saw, I was at a convention once and I saw Sam Raimi. He's a B-lister, I guess, you know. He was Ted Raimi. Right, Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi's brother, who played Joxer on Xena. And I could have, you know, it was at a convention, so I could have gone up and said hey and maybe, you know, paid a few bucks to try to get an autograph or something. But I don't know. I always feel like I'd be intruding with a lot of stuff, like a lot of people. That's why I'm usually like the last one to call some of my friends and stuff to hang out. I usually wait until they call me to hang out because I feel like, oh, they're busy. They have lives. They're not like me. They have important shit to do. And so, yeah, a lot of times I just don't. And sometimes, you know, maybe they'd like to hear from me, even if they are busy with lives and can't come out right when I ask them. But, you know, I don't know. I always feel like everybody else's time is more important than mine. And that's probably sad. It's probably kind of sad, like a sad thing. That I don't think my time has any value. I don't know. Does my time have value? I have no idea. Wow, we got 3. Man. Well, if there's gonna be a death, it'll be when there's like 3 and they're all dark blue. But I have a feeling we'll be fine because one of them's already at 50% or less, almost dead. Yep, there it goes. It dropped. Oh, the bard songs are dead, so let's reactivate them. Oh, my rogue poisons are done. Let's reactivate those. I really think the poison helps a lot in just any zone, fighting anything. It really is a nice extra boost of damage. Okay. Oh, gotta do the proc here. Should probably rebuff Dildaf with the damage shield as well, and Dabria too. I want to think of something cool to chat about, but honestly, my week has been pretty uneventful. I've worked some, and I did only a couple of live streams this week so far, because like I said, I've been trying to get more sleep so I can work, because I took extra time off last week. So I gotta make up the difference. Oh look, these are supposed to be cannonballs. Either that or they're just giant troll turds. Yeah, because these are the cannons up here. Those are huge cannons. And the cannonballs are just ginormous. Man, I don't think that things are proportioned all that well in Everquest. Like, look at the trolls are already huge, but look at these, like the ballisters or whatever on the ship up here. They're like so huge and they're so far apart from each other, and I don't know, man. There's a broken skull scrounger. It's like a big-breasted goblin. I mean troll, sorry. Yeah, look at this. Like, look at, I could just, like, step right through and fall down into the ocean below. Or, well, maybe I can't because it looks like it's walled off. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so I was wrong about falling to my death, but still, it is proportioned weird. It's, like, way too big. It's like you could fit 2 of every animal on here or something. What is this? Belt of the Long Night. That's a weird thing just to be on some random rat. Belt of the Long Night. I almost want to think that's like an adult diaper. Because Long Night, you know, Belt of the Long Night. Did I just loot a giant troll's adult diaper? And was it full? And it has stats? So you would want to wear it? Wait, actually, I think it's on Daizy, right? She's the one who looted it. I mean, tell me the shape of this doesn't look like a diaper. And it's for, yeah, Neck, Wiz, Mage, Enchanter. 6 AC, 30 hit points, 40 mana. It's got Intelligence, Dex, Charisma. Or, if it's not a dirty diaper, it might be... Because it almost looks like there's a little box in the front there. Is it a chastity belt? Is that like a little padlock in the front? Is it supposed to be a chastity belt? That would also be, you know, Belt of the Long Night. It would sort of be a little joke. Because I know that the makers of Everquest have a dirty sense of humor. I know that for a fact. Because have you ever seen the NPC? Bait Masterson? Huh? I think you see him over in Freeport. Like he's a fisherman near the docks, I believe. I could be wrong. It might be Quanos. But I think it's Freeport, and he's near the docks in Freeport. So let me know if you've ever seen him, and if you also noticed the name being a little bit tongue-in-cheek, you know? Bait Masterson. Come on. You know what that's supposed to be. Shame on you. I guess that would have been Verant Interactive, because that NPC was around since EverQuest's early days. Oh, look at this. Intricate Defiant Chain. Whoa! Is that an upgrade for Dabria? Yes, it is. It is. And Lugald Trident. Okay. Lugald Trident Gum. Come on, you knew I was gonna say something stupid like that. If you didn't assume I was gonna say something stupid like that, you haven't been paying attention. And damn it. Well, I gave it to Daizy by mistake, so Daisy's gonna wear it. Screw it. I'm sure that there'll be another one eventually for Dabria, because they both were ranked flawed, and it's an upgrade, so sure, why not? Daisy's been pulling her weight. She still drinks like a fish, but she's pulling her weight. I think it would be fun at some point to like sort of write little backstories for all the characters. Have you ever written a backstory for any of your characters? I used to do it for City of Heroes all the time, and some of the backstories were pretty sad, actually. You know, like it's maybe a hero who does I don't know, works with robots or something, like a mastermind. The robots were originally made by their father or something, who was a brilliant inventor, but he died, and then the kid found the robots and decided to, you know, become a hero to try to bring the villains to justice that killed their dad or something. I don't know. But yeah, it was part of the fun just to make up a backstory for hero and villain characters. Although I don't know if I've ever made a backstory for EverQuest characters. I think there used to be a little thing like a space to where we can write notes and stuff on our profiles. Let's see if it's still there. It would happen if I do inspect / inspect enter. I bet you didn't know you could do this, huh? Yeah, like this space right here, this blank space, we used to be able to write little notes, and I don't know if that's still able to be done. Maybe if we inspect ourselves. Yeah, okay, I can inspect myself. Oh, and I get a cursor. There we go. So this is something you can actually do. I wrote, I'm a rogue with the best tank pal in the world. His name is Dildaf. And then I just hit done. All right. And now I'm going to get on one of the other characters, and I'm going to click on Dabria. I'm going to do / inspect. And yes, it is there. So anytime someone does / inspect on you, if you have notes like I just put, it'll show up. I mean, maybe what I could start doing on every one of my characters is say, I have a YouTube channel. It's Fezzlewig's Forum. Look me up, you know, and anybody that inspects me. Although people don't inspect you as often as they used to, because it used to be anytime you right-clicked on a person, now it just says, like, it just does consider. But there was a time when if you were close and you right-clicked, you would automatically inspect them as well. But now you have to actually type out the command / inspect and hit enter for anything to come up. Oh goodness, another stowaway rat. Man, not in the mood. Buzz off, you mousy little jerk. I bet you're a spy for the Disney Corporation. Stupid, I know, I'm sorry. Say dumb things randomly. He's gonna nuke me. So, I think this might be it. I don't know. I don't see anything else exciting happening. Unfortunately, I haven't come across any other named But this, you know, at least was a little more fun coming down in this zone. Like I said, I think this was what, Hate's Fury? Yes, Hate's Fury. And the monsters here are a little bit higher level. So if you are in Crypt of Nadox and everything starts becoming light blue to you, you can always just go to Hate's Fury and start killing some things. Undead Swabby. That's a funny name. Swabby. I know it's like, you know, used to be in, I think, cartoons. Like anytime there was like a sailing cartoon or something with pirates, it'd say, "Get to work, Swabby." And it was just supposed to be like this nickname of the unfortunate soul that always has to swab the deck. And by swab, I guess they just meant mop. So I guess maybe on a boat, they have to use different words for some reason. I always wondered why. Like, why are the terms so different? Like, instead of saying left, right, front, back, they say port, starboard, port, bow, stern. Yeah, cause yeah, stern is the rear, bow I think is the front, and port and starboard, I don't know which one's left, which one's right. Maybe you could tell me in the comments below, out of those two terms, like which one is which. I want to say starboard is left. That's my guess. If I have to guess, I'm saying starboard is left. It's the left side. I'm probably wrong, but as you see, I'm not like looking it up on the phone or anything. Just a wild guess. I think I looked it up once because I was trying to write something about boats or ships. I look up. I like looking up stuff when I don't know something a lot of times. But just as quickly as I find out, I also forget exactly what the hell it was and what it meant. So, but yeah, so this was Crypt of Nadox and Hate's Fury. So I'm guessing maybe we should aim higher for the next one. Find zones that are level 60 to 65. Or maybe between 60 and 70, you know? And to go and kill stuff. One zone I wouldn't mind doing. I could almost, I don't know. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling now. Again, tired. Worked a lot. I could almost go to that Secrets of Fade War zone soon. That could be cool. But I think that's actually 65 minimum. And pretty soon I'll be able to also go to like Ocean Green Hills and stuff and do that content. That'd be pretty cool. I could do the Barren Coast. That was another thing with a lot of pirates. It came out much later, and maybe it was somehow linked, like the lore might have been linked to Yakesha, possibly. Again, I remind you, is it Yakesha, Yakesha? Leave a comment below about how you pronounce it, and if you think mine is right or wrong. I'd love to hear your take on that, because I'm pronouncing it both ways now. I don't know. I always doubt myself, and I hate that. I wish we would have found some like really cool loot or extra rare named boss or something. Lascar First Class. What's a Lascar First Class? It's not a named. It's not coming up with the, you know, a yellow name or anything. But the mob looks a little different than the other female troll pirates. This one has like this skirt looking thing, or just a loincloth of sorts. I kind of want to see if I just run across here. Hopefully nothing aggroes, because I don't want to fight it right now. Why did he come up like that out of nowhere? That was weird. He just came running up. Here's another undead swabby. I don't know, maybe I'll go a little further. I just don't want the video to get way too long and boring, even though I'll probably cut the parts where I get quiet and it gets really dull or repetitive. I've gotten better at cutting out nonsense, I think. But yes, please, 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 when you see this video, leave a comment on where we should go next. Level 60 to 70 or something. Unless I already took a poll, which I might just do before this even comes out on YouTube, because a lot of you are not members, channel members or anything, and so the you know, you're not going to see the video when I first put it up. It just regular YouTube access comes later. I try to give members and Patreon members and YouTube members first dibs on stuff, or just, you know, a little special treatment, because they're paying for a membership and stuff to support the channel and support what I do. So yeah, I think it deserves some kind of perk, right? Yes, it does. So that being said, remember, you can join the channel and become a member. Hit the little join button below, and with membership you have access to badges and custom emojis, custom badges, and even some member only content. And there's always gonna, you know, there might not be a whole lot of member only content right now, because memberships are relatively new on this channel, but I plan to keep adding more and making it you know, worth more and more, like more valuable to be a member. There's also the Patreon. I'd love it if you know, you could join as a Patreon member, and with that you get early access to all the videos. They're all commercial free, and also you help support the channel with being either a YouTube member or a Patreon member. You also have access, a link to the Discord, so you could join the Discord if you're not already on there. And with the Discord, that's where we make plans to meet up in game and play together as a group. We're actually going to be starting a guild here soon of our very own, with just like channel members and stuff, and Patreon members, where we group up and kill things together as a team and do all that fun stuff. So please check all that out. It would be great to see you on the Discord. We also sometimes just share ridiculous memes and things with each other for some good laughs. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe on this video. If the video was just awful and you hate it, give it a thumbs down to let me know. This particular video was bad. I'd love to hear a comment. If it was bad, leave a comment. Say, you know, whatever your grievance was. Did the video go on for too long? Was I rambling incoherently again, which happens sometimes? Was it out of focus? Was it just too good and you were blown away, and before you knew it, you looked up at the clock and you were late for your own wedding, and your woman said, "That's enough. All you care about is Fezzelwig and his videos. We're through." And now you're sitting on a street corner and you're like, "Damn it, it's all Fezzelwig's fault." Well, you can give a thumbs down and explain that too. And I will give you my deepest condolences. But you know, if that woman wasn't watching Fezzelwig's forum, maybe you're better off without her. Just kidding. I'd never be that full of myself. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.